So, skip dinner and drink water. What do I mean? When people start skipping dinner and drinking water, there will be less sick people and less fat people. Because every time you skip your dinner and drink the water, there's nobody thinks water is a meal. And it will use that energy to start to clean up what? All your immune system. It will clean up all your immune system. And it will make sure there's no more toxic waste in your system. So when you wake up in the morning, you find that your body is ready. Is ready to consume fresh food again. And you find out that you will never going to get tired. Because that's the only reason sometimes whenever you wake up in the morning, you feel tired. Because the moment you eat that heavy meal, which is especially like a protein and carbohydrates, guess what? Guess what they're doing to your immune system? When they are going through this cycle, they need fluid to digest. So that means they will deny various organs fluid to function too. Because that food have no any other choice. It needs a fluid to digest. So it will take fluid from the pancreas, your kidney, your liver, wherever there's a fluid. And then what happens? During the night time, you find out that you are so restless. You're so restless because why? The food is absorbing every fluid in your body. It happens to sometimes when we eat breakfast and lunch. You find that sometimes whenever we eat breakfast and lunch, sometimes we feel that we start to feel very warm instantly. It's not because you feel warm, because that food too start to take a lot of fluid from your body. But in the daytime, what do? We have more time. We can drink as much water we want. We can drink anything that we want to drink. The benefit of skipping dinner, how to skip your dinner, it means you must always have to do some few preparation. Because when you wake up in the morning, you have no time to cook. The stomach will never allow you. The stomach was bite. So that means the night before you are going to sleep, you must prepare that meal the following morning. Suppose you eat dinner. Okay, keep that dinner as that meal for the morning. So when you wake up in the morning, the food is ready for you. Because when you wake up in the morning, your stomach is not going to allow you to do anything. All that you want, feed me. Because if you don't, it is going to bite you. Because maybe you haven't experienced that kind of feelings before. Because why it's biting so much? Because why you didn't prepare yourself so much, you must go in the kitchen eating food that it is not appropriate to your immune system. So it will be wise for you to prepare all the food that you want to eat in the day. Your tea, your cappuccino, your water, the food that you love so much, your steak, your fish, your chicken, your rice, your fruit and vegetables, all these things have to be prepared in advance. So you knew that when you wake up in the morning, this food, it is already in front of you. The reason that you must eat your breakfast too is like what? Sometimes when we eat food early in the morning, the food to absorb the sun energy. That keeps your immune system warm, because the sun is part of our immune system too. So for instance, let's take 2 eggs. Let's put one on under the sun, and let's put one under the darkness. The one that it's always lying on the sun will be cooked easily, but the one that it is lying in the darkness will remain as egg. You see, so that means whenever we eat any food, the food is always going to absorb the sun energy. That's the only reason sometimes when we eat too much breakfast and lunch, we feel very warm instantly. And guess what? It's the key to your health. You see, there's no point for you to go and sit in the sun on empty stomach. The only thing you have to do, just eat your breakfast and lunch. And that food will absorb the sun energy. So you can use that energy all day long. It's like acting like a solar energy. You see, within the panel to attract the energy. So you need that beautiful food to attract the sun energy. Because the fact that food sit in your stomach, it is always going to attract the sun energy. Very, very important. That's why the benefit of skipping dinner is a key. So because when you skip dinner, you are coming back to eat your breakfast and lunch. And you find out that after all this food in the evening, you don't need to eat it. You find out that you're sick of eating food already. Because you have eaten every food on this planet under the sun. You see? And you make sure that when you are eating this food, don't discriminate that, I'm have to eat little. Eat as much as you can. Because eating food on the sun, there's no limit. Because anyway, the sun will burn off anyway. It doesn't matter how much water you drink, the sun will make it to disappear. The same thing, it doesn't matter how much food you eat under the sun will it will give you a lot of bowel movement. This is about clean bowel movement. So please, eat as much food you can. And drink too. Because that's key for elimination of your toxic waste. That's the way. Because if we eat dinner, what do we do after dinner? Do you know what we do after dinner? Sleep. You see, we didn't even benefit. Only sleep. All this meal you eat is sleep. But breakfast and lunch, we are working. We are doing so much. You know, we are being motivated to do things. So it is very, very important that prepare every meal before going to bed. Don't just wake up and say, I'm going to look for food. Guess what? The stomach doesn't play games because you overlap its timetable. Its timetable is always every 6 hours. You have to be fed. And you have overlapped that timetable. So when that time comes, he's waiting for his food. You got to feed him before he starts to bite you. When he bites you, you will jump anyway, because whatever I'm saying to you now is going to happen to you anyway. So you prepare yourself before going to bed. Very, very important. So this is my message of what to you, that skipping dinner is the best thing that is going to happen to your life, and you're going to see that your life is going to change instantly. No more unnecessary sickness. You are going to claim back your health. See, because eating dinner is creating a lot of problem for us. You just eat the food and sleep on it. There's no point of that. But this time, you know. Let's talk about what asthma. Before a person, you're gonna have all this asthma attack. You have to understand. You haven't drank enough water, because water produces that oxygen. You see, the puffer that you are taking. What is that puffer is made of? It's oxygen. Just give you some oxygen to breathe. So if you drink water especially the dinner should be avoided so that you can drink water and have peace of mind in the night time. Because when you drink the water, when we drink water as dinner, guess what? That water goes into our system, start to produce oxygen. That can easily alleviate every pain from your body. You see? So you wake up in the morning, you feel no more pain because after all, the water is there to wake you up, to alleviate all the pain. And you find that your brain will have a lot of oxygen in the night time to function, and the lungs everywhere. So as we said, the dinner is going into your system, suppressing all your various organs from fluid. That's why you find that you have been attacked because there's no fluid coming through your lungs. Because that food is going through the system. Because it's going, you have to absorb a lot of fluid. As I say, bread and all these things is going through the system. They have to absorb a lot of fluid to digest because they cannot go to the system without any form of fluid. They need a lot of fluid to digest. So definitely, that's the reason why, like most people will say I'm suffering from all kind of various kind of diseases like this, because there's not enough fluid going through your system. So you see, dinner, it is always responsible for two types of people: fat people and sick people. This is what dinner creates. Because whenever we eat dinner, the food that we eat at that night is staying in the body for 24 hours. It's going nowhere. Okay, let's take for instance, let's cut maybe 2 pieces of cheese, right? Let's put one where it is dark, and let's put one to where there's plenty of sunshine. And let's see which of these 2 cheese is going to melt faster. I think by this time you already know which of these 2 cheese is going to melt faster. Okay, this is what happened. So that means when we eat dinner, the body have no form of energy to process, but process the food for you. So that means the food have to remain there the time you wake up in the morning before you start to do the process. So dinner, it is responsible for creating 2 class of people: fat people and sick people, because the food stay in your body. Simple as that. Because as I said in the beginning, dinner, it is responsible for 2 class of people: fat people and sick people. The reason that I'm saying this, because just look at this. For instance, when we eat breakfast, for instance, we have almost 12 hours intervals to allow our body to digest the food for us. Lunch, 6 hours. Dinner, 0. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. That shows that this food is very helpful, because we cannot just eat and jump to bed. If we jump to bed, guess what happens? The food is going to fat you back, because the body have no form of energy to produce on that time to enable you to enable that dinner to digest. That's the only reason why you get sick. And even said, when we eat that dinner, we don't even have time to drink enough water, because that dinner is acting like what? Dracula, going into your system, taking out every fluid and water from your system to digest. That's why whenever we wake up in the morning, we are so tired. So tired. And sometimes, whenever we eat dinner, because we wake up in the morning, we are not even hungry. Because why? Why the body hasn't produced enough energy to process the food. See? So, to me, whenever we are talking about dinner, it is something to do with what? Health issues. You have to understand that the body was made to consume food. But if we don't know the right time to eat and time to digest, that means today human being health issue, it is not at crossroad. Our immune system has been attacked. We are getting disease that have never heard of. You see, disease that I've never heard of. Cancer of liver, cancer of kidney, cancer of all these things. Why all these things happen? Because why? Whenever now we have done a kind of a system for dinner, whereby whenever we eat, we just jump to bed. Jump to bed. So we have to understand the stomach too. It is a living entity. You have to have time to digest. So if we don't have time, they too, they don't have time. There's nothing they can do because there's no way they too are going to produce that kind of energy. Because you have to produce the energy to make it work. Because there's nothing free on this planet. If you want to eat, you have to chew food. Because why? Because why? The food is not coming to you. So let's be very, very specific and think carefully about our health. Because today, our immune system has been attacked. The reason, two things happen. Because why? We are eating dinner and we don't drink enough water. Two things happen. And water, it is a force. The moment you drink that water, it has to flush every system. So that's why breakfast and lunch, whenever you eat breakfast and lunch, just look at the gap. We can drink as much water we can. Drink much water to flush all the toxins. Because we cannot hold back the toxic waste. Because that toxic waste does not belong to the body. The body has to get rid of the toxic waste from the colon. So that's why I said eating dinner every day, we are not really benefiting. It's like an evil meal that we have adopted. That is really hurting everybody on this planet. Creating a lot of sickness. Creating a lot of sick people and fat people. So please, my friends, think twice before you eat your dinner. You see, the benefit of skipping dinner and drinking water, you are going to experience first time in your life that your immune system, those organs will start enhance some type of kind of energy, which means it's the first time they have got enough water to rejuvenate those energy, and you start to have some form of feelings of dreams, visions, and so on, because it's like now, because your immune system it's not like what, a drought seeking kind of environment. Today, first time they have got water. So as they got water, what do? Life will start to flourish. So this is going to happen to you. You see, your immune system start to flourish with life. And you start to have dreams. Because you can't stop it. Because already it's clean. Your immune system is clean. So most of your organs will start communicating with you. First time you see your organs, your internal organs will start communicating with you. Because you have to know, it's like a drought seeking an environment. When the rain comes, life starts to flourish. So you too, the same thing you are going to experience too. You're going to see that your immune system, they start to communicate. They start to communicate with you. You start having dreams, beautiful dreams. And you're going to experience your bowel movement. You see that everything in your body will start moving according to the law of nature. Because for too long, we have denied those organs water. So today, first time, because you skip a dinner, the water went through. The same thing applies to couples who cannot have children. The moment they start to skip dinner and drink water, the water goes in to fertilize the fallopian tube. Then they say he or she become pregnant. Because why? For too long, there's no water to make those tubes to germinate. So first time they got water, they start germinate, and things start to happen by itself. So this is how sometimes miracles too can perform. So remember, that the benefit of skipping dinner, these simple instructions, the moment you practice this simple instruction, everything I said is going to manifest within you. There's nothing you can do about it. If you follow this simple instruction, you skip your dinner and drink water, things will start to happen by itself. Yes. When you skip your dinner, so imagine what you are doing every night. You start losing weight anyway. It's simple. It means you'll be losing weight and your stomach will be flat too. Because why? When you wake up in the morning, the stomach already, there's nothing in there. So it's simple. It's simple. Your stomach will be flat anyway. Because imagine every night you don't eat dinner. So think about it. And you went to bed for 6 hours or 8 hours. And the stomach too has to be fed always 6 hours. So when you wake up in the morning, the stomach is gone. There's nothing in there. So before 1 month or one month come, your stomach is gone. It's flat. 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 Okay? That's it. Simple, man. Life is simple, beautiful.